Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a couple of my shelf models. The first one, obviously, 68 Dodge Charger from Revell. Such a great kit. I love it. I've built it multiple ways, in multiple versions. Drag car, street car, and stock version. Let's take a look here and see. It's you know, none of these, like I said before, none of my models are show winners, believe me, but they're pretty decent. Let's see, what was it I heard? They're good shelf queens. Heard that recently, made me chuckle. Anyways, not too bad, I don't think, anyway. So, like I've said in the past, everything I do out of rattle cans. So, I'll show you guys what I used. And whenever I paint something, I always start with the Krylon 2-in-1 primer. It works really well, lays down a really good sandable base that you can work with. Fills little tiny scratches that might be there, or whatever you might run into. It's great, I think. And then I paint. 95% of the stuff I paint is with the Testors Extreme Lacquer. I have really good luck with this stuff. This is the color that Charger is, the bronze, over the gray base. I have really good luck with that. Every once in a while, I won't, I'll pick up a regular Testors spray can for a color, but mostly I try and go with the Extreme Lacquer. I'm not a chemist, so I don't know what the difference is, but it just seems like it lays down so much better. And then on top of all of that is the Wet Look Clear from Testors. That's really fantastic. And with up until now, with light polishing, you get a pretty good shine out of it. I am going to start taking it a little step further with some wet sanding, and then polishing with the Novus polish. Hopefully that'll kick up the shine a couple of notches on what I've been experiencing so far. So let's get this stuff out of the way. Bring this back in. Again, just a novice modeler, definitely not a professional, but I try to do some details here and there. Plug wires, battery cables. I try to get my engine color correct as often as I can. This engine color is supposed to be Chrysler Engine Blue, but I don't remember if it's the right generation of Chrysler Engine Blue. I don't remember if it's for the small block, the big block. It doesn't look right to me, but it's close enough, I suppose, for sitting on the shelf. This model will never be entered in any shows, and the most people that are going to see it are you guys at this point. So, other than me and my wife, and she could really care less. Let's be honest. Nice. Came out pretty good. This is the chassis. This stuff right here, I've got to start paying attention to that stuff. I should have sanded that out, but it's all part of the growth process, and you'll be able to look at my models and see that, what I started doing and what I did before, and you know what I'm trying to say. It's Sunday, it's early, I haven't had coffee yet, forgive me. The trim is done with a Molotow pen. I think it looks okay, but I do want to start using bare metal foil. I've never had the confidence in my abilities to use that stuff, but I think I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to pick some up with my next order online. and give it a shot, because I think it just looks so much better. But that is that. There's a little bit of, that's what that looks like. That's pretty decent, I think. So there's that one. Next one I want to show you guys is this from MPC, 57 Chevy. I know a lot of people don't like MPC, and that's fine. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm not going to give you a hard time over it. You do what you want to do. You don't want to build MPC models because they're garbage. Well, that's fine. I guess I like to build garbage because I've built quite a few of them and had pretty good results, I think. Anyway, there it is. Heavily influenced, obviously, by Project X, one of my favorite cars. Growing up, I used to read about it in the popular hot rodding and the Carcraft magazines. Again, so I don't have, I don't have the paint can for this yellow. So it was a Tester's, but I don't remember the name of it, unfortunately, and I apologize for that. But this is the same gray Krylon base and the same clear. Now, I didn't do any kind of wet sanding. I didn't do any of that because that was, you know, before I started paying attention to that stuff. I did do some detailing. I did use the Panaline accent on the chrome, because I think it just makes it look so much better. But a little stuff like wire the tack. Oh, look at that. Lower radiator hose is missing. Okay, so I guess I know what I'm doing today, fixing that. It's the downside to having all of your models. This is very dusty. Having all of your models out on a shelf, when you have to pick them up and dust them, you break things off, and sometimes you don't always see it till it's too late. And the vacuum monster eats it. Oh well. So these plug wires, actually, I pre-drill. I make all my own distributors. I drill them and I do that. I've used pre-wired ones in the past, but it was much more cost-effective for me to just make my own. So I was using this stuff right here, 24 gauge beading wire. This is silver. You could get it in, well, you still can, I would imagine, black, red, blue, that kind of stuff. But it always looked a little too thin to me. But it worked until I saw somebody on the Model Car Videos Facebook group talking about how they used 30 gauge actual wire, hookup wire. And I was like, hookup wire? What the heck is that? So I looked it up. And yeah, I ordered some of it. And I think I paid, and here it is. I think I paid like 18 bucks for this box. And just like the Novus Paulus, I am never going to run out of this stuff. There is a crap ton of wire in here, which is fantastic. And you've got an assortment of colors, and it looks more realistic, I think, than the shiny metal wire. So I've stepped up to that on a couple of builds. You'll see. I'll show you guys those builds later on down the road. But yeah, that's that. Again, not show-winning builds, not a professional modeler by any stretch of the imagination, but there's just a couple off my shelf. I hope you like this video. I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed, all the awesome comments I've been getting. If you're here and you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscription button, give me a like, check out my other videos. As always, I will put my email in the description of this video. If you'd like a shop card or you want to swap shop cards, drop me a line there, give me an email, and we'll make that happen. The more shop cards I can get, the better. I want to collect as many as I can from you guys, which would be fantastic. So yeah, that is that. Again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.